Hey guys, what's going on? So today we're going to be talking about One Piece chapter 1010, which just came out, well, 3 days ago, I think. And so far it has to be my favorite chapter of One Piece after chapter 1000. We just got so much in it. There's a lot going on. I know we've had really hype chapters with like chapter 1000 and then Kaido fighting Luffy, turning into his hybrid form and the rest of the gang. But this chapter was something different, and we got a flashback all the way to Enies lobby from this chapter right here. So the name of this chapter was called Conqueror Haki, and I'll tell you, that's exactly what we got. So today I'm going to be talking about what happened in that chapter and my thoughts on it. Just want to let everyone know, spoilers ahead from this point on, and if you want to see more One Piece content on this channel, remember, subscribe by hitting the red button below, leave a like on this video, and check out the other links in the description. Now that we got through all that, let's go ahead and dive right into what happened in this chapter. Remember, spoilers ahead. So if you guys have read the chapter, you know exactly what I'm talking about when I say Zoro got Conqueror Haki in this chapter. And do I think this is a confirmation of Zoro having Conqueror Haki? Yes, I do, because the move we saw Zoro pull was basically the same thing we saw Luffy do in this chapter. So after Luffy got downed by Kaido, he got up and essentially his hits were working against Kaido. And the reason why his hits were working against Kaido is because he was able to, instead of covering his body in Armnet Haki, he used his Conqueror's Haki to cover his body with and clash with Kaido. We saw this with the Whitebeard versus Roger fight, and we saw they weren't necessarily physically touching, but their Conqueror's Haki was clashing. And we saw that same thing be done by Luffy. In the last chapter, Luffy and Kaido, when they clashed, they weren't touching, and that was because they were both covering themselves in Conqueror's Haki. I say all that to say, it takes me back to the Zoro. When Zoro used Conqueror's Haki, so as Kaido said. When Zoro used Conqueror's Haki, he didn't use it in the way of him just expelling that energy of a king. He actually used it in his weapon, so he used it in his attacks. And I saw Tekking's video, and Tekking said, oh, maybe Enma helped draw out the energy of it. And I think that was actually a really good theory on how to look at it, because Enma takes the Haki out of people's body, and maybe it forcefully drew out the Conqueror's Haki from Zoro's body. I think that's a really good theory to go upon, because yeah, Zoro already had Conqueror's Haki, because as Rayleigh said, you have to be born with it. And do I think Zoro was born with it? Yes. I've always been someone who said I believe that Zoro does possess that energy of a king, and I'm actually glad to see that they actually did give Zoro Conqueror's Haki, because Zoro, when it comes to Zoro and Luffy and the rest of the Straw Hats, I think there's such a huge power gap. It's kind of like Rayleigh and Roger, and there was two people on Roger's crew that had Conqueror's Haki, maybe more if you're going to count Bullet, but we had Rayleigh who had it, his second in command, and we also had Roger who had it, and Big Mom has it, and on top of Big Mom having it, Katakuri also has it. So there's our two people who have Conqueror's Haki on the same crew. Do I think it would be like out of the ordinary for a majority of the Straw Hats to get Conqueror's Haki? No, because I could still see people like Usopp getting Conqueror's Haki too, but I know that's a little out here, but I think Oda introduced it at the perfect time. Back to Zoro's attack where he unlocked Conqueror's Haki. So Zoro used Asura, and when I saw Zoro use Asura, I was so hyped to see it, because we finally go back, because so many people have been wondering, oh, when's Zoro going to use Asura again? When are we going to see Asura come back out again? And I knew it was going to come out in Wano, or if we didn't get Asura, we were going to get Zoro opening his eye, and I still believe that Zoro has some power with his eye, and he's going to open it and do something crazy. But we did get to see Asura again, and we haven't seen that since Enies lobby, and apparently this is Zoro's strongest attack right now. And what I got from the chapter, Zoro did the same thing Luffy did. He used his Conqueror's Haki to coat his swords. So Zoro was able to do that. He really doesn't understand it yet, and he's denied it twice. So a couple chapters ago, we had a moment where Brook was like to Zoro, wait, Zoro, did you just use Conqueror's Haki? And Zoro was like, no, that was just an earthquake. So Oda kind of foreshadowed it just a little bit, but we did get to see Zoro use Conqueror's Haki in this chapter, and I really hope that Zoro acknowledges this power, especially with someone like Kaido saying it, not just saying like, what the hell are you talking about? Because Kaido said it, and if it's coming from Kaido, it gotta be true, because Kaido knows. And maybe we'll get to a point with Zoro where he's able to do the same thing as Luffy. We'll see Zoro knocking people out just how Luffy does and train with his Conqueror's Haki just to get super strong and cement him as one of those great legends. Because we did get something from Kaido where Kaido said there's only a select few who are able to use this power, and such as himself, he's able to do the same thing where he can coat his weapon or coat his body in Conqueror's Haki. And it seems like Zoro and Luffy are another two of the select few that are able to do this. So far the people that we've seen able to do this is Kaido, Roger, Whitebeard, Zoro, and Luffy. And I'm pretty sure that's what Zoro did without Asura technique. I could be wrong though. And my thing is, a lot of people might be saying, oh, well, there's too many Conqueror's Haki users in the series so far. But you gotta think, a lot of the Conqueror's Haki users are dead. Like, I wouldn't be upset to hear about more Conqueror's Haki users. Like, I can already speculate some people have it, like Garb, Mihawk. There's 17 confirmed users that have it, but I wouldn't be surprised if there were way more people who actually had Conqueror's Haki, because we have a lot of strong people and a lot of people who like give off the energy that they have Conqueror's Haki. But after this chapter, I got a theory. So I was talking and sitting down with my friends and I got the theory. So Luffy's 4th gear is him covering his body in Armlet Haki. Maybe Luffy's 5th gear is going to be him covering his body in this Conqueror's Haki and maybe doing a transformation with that. But that's for a whole nother video. We have a break next week, so we don't get to see it. But it seems like from this point on, Luffy's going to be fighting Kaido one-on-one. So we'll see how that goes. I know I talked about it in one of my One Piece videos. I mentioned 2 subjects. I mentioned that Zoro is going to get Conqueror's Haki. I said that in the One Piece video before on my channel. And I also said if Luffy fights Kaido one-on-one and is able to defeat Kaido and gets that resignation for defeating Kaido, his bounty is about to skyrocket. I did that on the Straw Hat bounty video after Wano. So if you want to see that video, make sure to go check that out so you can hear my predictions on what Luffy's bounty is going to be after Wano. But it sucks that we have a break next week. If you guys want to see me do more One Piece videos where I talk about theories, I talk about stuff that happened in the chapter, let me know. And if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button and stay tuned for more content. And with all that being said, I want you guys to have a good day or night wherever you are in the world, and peace.